I read 19 books this month. Holy crap. I seriously never read that many in 1 month. The most I read in 1 month is 10. It is crazy. And this is the last day of August, and I'm currently in the middle of a couple books, so I may still make it to 20 books today. But don't worry, I'm not going to talk about every single one, I promise. Not even close, because that's a lot of books. There are two reasons why I read that many books this month. One is because my band broke up and I got really, really sad. Like, I was a mess, you guys. Seriously, I didn't even leave the house except to go to the library and get more books and to help my friend paint her house. I didn't sleep at night, so instead of sleeping, I read more books. I didn't eat, so instead of eating, I read more books. And my boyfriend was out of town for 2 weeks this month, so then I slept and ate even less and read even more, and it was really crazy. The second reason why I read so many books this month is because of all the readathons I did. The first week of August was Booktubeathon, and I read 7 books that week. And then the following week, I was just really hungry for more Booktubeathon, so I did last year's Booktubeathon challenges because I was not on Booktube last year. So I feel like I missed out. So I thought, hey, why not do last year's challenges? The third week of August was Bout of Books, and then the fourth week of August, and continuing on to September 6th, is Beat the Heat readathon. My goal for the month was 20. As soon as I hit 15, I thought, hey, I can read 20 books. I haven't quite made it. I've still got time because there's still today. Today is still August. I'm currently still in the middle of 3 books. I kind of grabbed just the shortest one of the shortest ones on my shelf that's left, and that is How to Write Science Fiction and Fantasy by Orson Scott Card. I'm also halfway through Acorna by Anne McCaffrey, and I might not finish this one today because I don't want to rush it because this book rocks. I would rather take my time with it some more. And I'm halfway through A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I may finish this one today instead of the Orson Scott Card one because this one's a library book and I want to take it back ASAP so someone else can read it. This is my last video. I finished Dreams of Gods and Monsters, and I started Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. And this one I didn't like that much. I liked it, I thought it was good and everything, but the story just seemed a little bit too simple for me. Still might read the rest of the series in the hopes that it gets a little bit more exciting and all of that stuff. My favorite of the books that I read this month, of the 19 books, is this whole series, the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. I don't really have a least favorite that I read this month. There are like 6 books tied for my least favorite. This was also the longest book that I read this month at over 600 pages. The shortest one was Psyche in a Dress at 150 pages. This was my TBR challenge for the month, and it was also one of the books I read during Booktubeathon to complete one of the challenges. I did 2 entire trilogies this month, and my most read genre was probably young adult contemporary, which is really odd because that is not my favorite genre at all. I'm generally not that into young adult contemporaries, but I read like 6 or 7 of them. I'm not going to talk about every single book I read this month because I sort of already did that in my Booktubeathon updates and my updates for all the different readathons. So instead, we're going to get on to my September TBR. The TBR Pokeball has a few new additions now because instead of having just book titles in here, I decided to add some actual challenges. So I used the TBR jar challenges that Catty-tastic uses in her videos. I'm going to put a link to her video down below, her video where she talks about it. Now in the TBR Pokeball, I could draw out either a book title or a challenge, and we'll just have to see. Now that there's so much stuff in this Pokeball, I may actually draw from it more than once a month, and I also may actually put the challenges in a separate jar. I don't have another Pokeball. It would just have to be a normal jar, unfortunately, but then I might draw one of each every month. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. But for now, I'm going to shake this up. And now, whatever I draw out of this is going to be my TBR jar challenge for the month of September. Alright. Handwriting's so messy, I swear. So the book that I have to read for the month of September is The Alienist. Now, if I finish this really, really soon, I will draw something out of the TBR Pokeball again, now that there's just so much stuff in there. But for now, I think that this is over 600 pages or something. How long is this book? This is almost 600 pages, so I don't know if I'm gonna finish it right away. We'll see. I have no idea what this book is about. All I know is that there's a note in here that says that an alienist is someone who studies people with mental disabilities, so I'm assuming that has something to do with what this book is about. But it literally doesn't have a summary or anything like that on the back or inside the cover or anything. I'm just gonna have to see what it's about, and that's honestly kind of the most exciting way to read a book. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will have another one up pretty soon. Bye!